Hello Unisport fam, 7MLC here, and today we're looking at 5 ball mastery exercises that you can use to improve your coordination and confidence on the ball. For today's exercises, I've got 2 cones placed 1 step apart. You could use water bottles or shoes, anything you have lying around the house, and we're going to use all the different surface areas of both feet to improve our control in those tight space situations. So getting straight into the first one here, we're going to start with the ball on the outside of the cones. We're going to place our sole on top of the ball, drag it back behind the cones, then use the inside of that same foot to push it across our body, and use the inside of the opposite foot to push it forward. So we're working on that croqueta movement, but the key with this exercise is to make sure that movement, pushing the ball from one foot to the other, is a pushing action. We're not tapping the ball across because that's the easy way to lose control, but instead we're keeping in contact with the ball until it's about halfway across, then we release it to the other foot and push it forward. So we're working on that croqueta movement, being accurate with our touches and controlled. Once you've got the hang of it, start to lift your head and see the space in front of you. And then once you get the hang of that, start to increase the speed. For the second exercise, we're going to involve the outside of our foot. So we're going to place our inside foot on top of the ball this time, drag it back towards us, and use the outside of that same foot to push it across, push it forward with the inside of that same foot, then place our opposite foot on top of the ball. Then we do the same thing in the opposite direction, and then start to get a rhythm with it. Then we're going to start to lift our head as we gain confidence with it, and then we're going to increase the speed once we get confident with that. For the third exercise, we start with our outside foot on top of the ball. We're going to drag it back towards us and perform that same croqueta action as we did in the first exercise, but this time it's a shorter movement and we're going to be pushing the ball in between the cones. And then put the same sole on top of the ball, roll it across, transfer it to the opposite foot, and then do the exact same action. So we're going to get in a rhythm here. So we're using the soles and insides of both feet. Once you've gotten the technique, start to lift your head and look at the space in front of you. And then once you're confident taking your eyes off the ball, start to increase the speed. For the fourth exercise, we're going to work on 2 variations of the V-turn. So we're going to start with our inside foot on top of the ball, drag it back towards us 45 degrees, pivot on our opposite foot, and then push it to the inside of the cones with the inside of that same foot. Then we place our opposite sole on top of the ball, drag it back towards us once again, then push it out to the opposite side. Then we're going to place our inside foot on top of the ball once again, and then go back to the starting point. So this is the rhythm here. So it's 2 variations of V-turn. And then once you get confident with it, start to lift your head. And as always, once you get confident with that, start to increase the speed. And for the 5th and final exercise, we're going to use all the different surface areas of both feet. We're going to place our outside foot on top of the ball, drag it towards us past our standing leg, use the inside of that same foot to push it across, put our opposite sole on top of the ball, drag it towards us, use the outside of the opposite foot to push it through the gate, use our sole to drag it across, and then we're back at the starting point. Then we're going to repeat in the opposite direction, all the way back to the start. Then we're going to get in a rhythm with this one. So start slow, so it's L drag, push through with the outside, and then repeat. Once you've gotten the pattern, start to lift your eyes a little bit, and then once you get confident with that, start to increase the speed. So there's 5 exercises you can use to improve your control with all the different surface areas of both feet. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to the Unisport channel by clicking the bubble up here so that you don't miss out on any future videos from us. You can also check out the playlist down here if you want to learn any more skills or techniques from us. And also make sure you check out unisportstore.com for all the latest and greatest football gear by clicking the link over here. But I'm 7MLC, and until next time, I'm out.